There was benefit of minimalism that I never really expected, but it changed my life. When I started on my minimalist journey, it started off as a challenge for a video. Then I realized there are actually some really good benefits to this, like reduced stress, saving money, which as an extremely frugal person, always a big plus. And for everybody, why they get into minimalism is different. Maybe it's to simplify your life, free up more time, have a cleaner space, stop buying as much stuff, stop being as consumeristic. For everybody, it's different. But for me, one of the main benefits that I've just started to realize came from this recently was that it is actually freeing up a lot of time in my life, and I can spend that time creating and living a life that I don't need an escape from, something that I don't look forward to the weekends because I enjoy every single day, which is something very few people actually have. We really hear our whole lives that time is our most valuable asset, and yet almost nobody treats time as their most valuable asset. Instead, we waste hours a day on our phones, watching TV, looking at screens. We're very seldom actually present in the moment, enjoying what we're doing. We're constantly thinking about the past, something that happened to us, something that we wish we could change, reliving that memory, or looking forward to the future, which is really just imagined. It's not real. Or like I used to do a lot, trying to escape from right now to get closer to the weekend, to get closer to being off work, to doing something else besides what we're doing right now. And this is where kind of the three core principles have come in and allowed me to no longer need that escape. The first one is minimalism has allowed me to spend less because I'm buying less things. I almost buy nothing besides like basic necessities, food, clothes, things that simplify my life. And then also been spending a lot more on experiences. We're in Costa Rica right now. This is an experience that I'm happy to spend money on because I saved on all those other things. I have the ability to do this. Look at that door. It's so cool. Anyways, and starting with that first thing of not spending money except on the things that really matter, that actually frees up a lot of other areas in my life as well. Because I spend less, I have the ability to actually earn more, because when my expenses were really low, I had the opportunity to leave my day job where I was kind of capped at how much I could make and make a lot less with the opportunity to make a lot more with, for me, it was YouTube. I was making a couple $100 a month when I quit my job and started doing YouTube, but because I didn't need that much money, I was able to take that opportunity where most other people couldn't if they were living paycheck to paycheck and actually needed everything that they were earning before, which is really the cool thing. Because you spend less, you have to work less, which is really something that I'm super passionate about, is spending less so that I have to work less. It's just really laziness on my part, I think. But another kind of principle of minimalism has also been saying no to everything that I possibly can. I used to have this compulsion, which I think a lot of us feel, to say yes as your default. If somebody asks you to go to dinner, you automatically feel like you should do it. If you have a new opportunity that comes up, you feel like you should take it, even if it's maybe a good opportunity. It's not a great opportunity. It seems like it might be fun. They invited you, sure, yeah, I'll do that. And after doing this over and over years, I was working like 4 different jobs because it was so hard to say no to money. I really began to have no freedom, no time, which is our most valuable asset. But since I have started to kind of ruthlessly say no to everything that I possibly can, maybe a little bit too extreme at this point, I have been able to build that freedom into my life, which I think very few people have, to be able to do what I love every single day. But the only way I was able to get there was by changing what I was doing with my free time. And instead of checking my phone hours every single day, watching a ton of TV, wasting my time with other random activities, I was taking the nights and the weekend and the free time and building a life that I didn't need an escape from. So what you do in your downtime will drastically change how the rest of your life is going to go. At least it did for me. If I hadn't taken those like 2 to 3 years of really sacrificing, but also trying a bunch of new things and building businesses and different streams of income, then I never would have built kind of this freedom and this ability to do very few things, but the things I do are super important and are very efficient. And for me, it all comes back to this idea of less but better, which is essentialism and minimalism, and applying that to like every area of my life that I possibly can. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week.